Our story starts with Mia, a shy 15-year-old girl who lives in San Francisco with her artist mom in an old fire station. Mia is the kind of teen who likes to stay quiet and not be noticed, but she stands out for bad reasons. She feels awkward around people, can't make friends easily, and gets picked on by Lana Thomas, a mean cheerleader who likes to make Mia feel bad. Mia's only real friend is Lily, another outsider who cares about helping people and doesn't like the popular kids. While other girls think about makeup and boys, Mia and Lily talk about saving the earth and make videos about unfair things in the world. Even though she has Lily as a friend, Mia has a secret crush on Josh Bryant, one of the most popular boys in school who dates Lana Thomas, the same girl who is mean to her every day. One really bad day, Mia sees Josh and Lana kissing in the hallway, and she can't help but think about what it would be like if Josh noticed her instead. Later that day, she gets a chance to talk during a class debate. Josh speaks well and charms everyone with his smooth talking and strong opinions. When it's Mia's turn to talk, her nerves take over. She stumbles over her words and sounds silly, making the whole class laugh at her. She feels so bad that she runs out of the room, while everyone keeps making fun of her. After this awful day, Mia goes home feeling terrible, but then her mom tells her surprising news. Her grandmother from her dad's side has come all the way from a place called Genovia and wants to see her right away. This seems strange because this grandmother has never tried to contact them before, making Mia wonder why she wants to meet now. The next day after school, Mia goes to the address her mom gave her, thinking she'll meet an old woman in a regular house. Instead, she finds herself looking at a huge, scary mansion that looks more like a castle than a home. A fancy butler opens the door and walks her through beautiful hallways to meet her grandmother, Clarice Rinaldi. What happens next changes Mia's whole life. Her grandmother tells her a shocking truth that sounds like a fairy tale. Clarice is not just any grandmother, she is the Queen of Genovia, a small but rich country in Europe. Even more crazy, Mia's dad, who died not long ago, was the Crown Prince of Genovia. This means that Mia, awkward teenage Mia who can barely talk in front of her class, is now next in line to become the ruler of a whole country. At first, Mia thinks her grandmother must be joking, but as she learns more, the truth hits her hard. She is a princess. Not the kind from stories, but a real princess with real duties to real people. The queen says that Mia will need to move to Genovia and change herself completely to do her royal job. Feeling overwhelmed by this huge news, Mia says no and runs away from the mansion. When she gets home, she gets angry at her mom for keeping such a big secret. Her mom explains that after her parents got divorced, they agreed to let Mia live a normal childhood in America, planning to tell her the truth when she turned 18. But with her dad's sudden death, those plans had to change. The next day brings a tense family meeting between Mia, her mom, and the queen. Clarice wants to tell the world that Mia is a princess, but first, she insists on lots of training to teach her how to act like royalty. Mia really doesn't want to do this, but her mom talks her into at least trying the princess lessons and deciding later. Until then, everything must stay secret. The queen gives Joe, the head of security, the job of protecting Mia and keeping her safe until she's officially announced as princess. As a bonus, Mia gets a fancy car with a driver for school. When she picks up Lily the next morning, her best friend is amazed by the expensive car, but Mia doesn't tell her the real reason for it. After school, Mia stops by a car repair shop where she learns her old, broken car needs $400 to fix. Working at the shop is Michael, Lily's older brother, who has liked Mia for years. Sadly, Mia barely notices him because she's too busy thinking about her own problems and her crush on popular Josh. That afternoon starts Mia's training at the royal mansion. The queen right away criticizes how she looks and starts listing everything that needs to change. The lessons cover every part of royal behavior: how to sit up straight, how to stay clean, how to eat properly, how to dance nicely, and how to look good. Every day after school, Mia goes to these hard lessons. As days go by, The tough schedule starts hurting Mia's friendship with Lily. Since Mia is Lily's only close friend, not spending time together makes Lily feel lonely and confused about her best friend's mysterious new activities. The biggest change comes when the Queen brings in Paolo, a dramatic Italian hairstylist, to give Mia a complete makeover. While Paolo says nice things about Mia's natural beauty, his face shows he has a lot of work to do. His team works hard, making her thick eyebrows thin and pretty, straightening her wild curly hair into smooth perfection, and giving her fancy face and nail treatments. They even break her thick glasses and give her contact lenses instead. The change is so big that Mia looks like a totally different person. The Queen likes the results, but strictly tells Paolo and his helpers to keep the makeover completely secret. The next morning, when Mia and Joe arrive to pick up Lily for school, Michael is shocked by Mia's dramatic new look. But Lily has the opposite reaction. She's upset and suspicious, thinking her best friend is turning into one of the mean, shallow girls they both used to hate. To hide Mia's beautiful new hair, Lily makes her wear a silly, huge hat, leading to a big fight between the friends. Unable to handle Lily's anger and wanting to save their friendship, Mia breaks her promise and tells the truth about being a princess. Lily is shocked, but agrees to keep the secret when Mia explains it's for her safety. But their attempt to be quiet fails when Lana publicly embarrasses Mia by making her take off the hat in front of the whole class. Everyone is amazed by Mia's gorgeous new hairstyle, starting her rise in the school's popularity. Meanwhile, Michael asks Mia to come to a music event where he's performing. Music is what he loves most, and having her there would mean everything to him. Mia promises to come, but doesn't think much about the invitation, a choice she'll later feel bad about. The next day at school, Mia's secret life explodes when reporters flood the campus, asking her detailed questions about being a princess. Someone has told the story to the media, and Mia right away thinks Lily betrayed her trust. Lily strongly denies telling anyone, and they later find out that Paolo, the stylist, sold the story to the media for his own fame and money. That evening, the Queen hosts an elegant royal dinner party to officially introduce Mia to important royalty from around the world. The dinner starts well, but disaster happens when Mia accidentally sets a guest's sleeve on fire with a candle. In her panic to help, she dunks his arm into an ice bucket, causing a chain reaction where servers trip and fall, sending fruit flying onto the important guests. The Queen holds her head in shame at the messy scene, though the guests kindly laugh off what happened. Surprisingly, instead of being angry about the dinner disaster, the Queen decides to spend quality time getting to know her granddaughter better. They go to an arcade together, where the Queen plays Mia's favorite games, takes silly pictures in a photo booth, and even tries corn dogs for the first time. Their bonding day takes an unexpected turn when Mia drives them home and loses control of the car while going up a steep San Francisco hill. The car's brakes don't work, and they crash into the city's famous cable cars full of tourists. When police officers come to arrest them, the Queen uses her amazing speaking skills and royal power to talk their way out of trouble. The officers are so charmed that they even give them a police escort to drive the royals home safely. The next school day brings a complete change of Mia's social status. Instead of being ignored or bullied, she's surrounded by students asking for autographs and selfies. Even Lana pretends to be her friend when talking to reporters, hoping to get some attention too. Most surprisingly, Josh, her longtime crush, finally notices her and asks her to a beach party on Saturday. Mia happily says yes, though this means she'll have to break her promise to go to Michael's music event. When Mia apologizes to Michael for canceling, he's clearly hurt that she's choosing Josh over him. Her mom wisely points out that Josh never showed interest in her until he learned she was a princess, but Mia chooses to ignore this good advice. The beach party starts well, with Mia enjoying her new popularity and Josh's attention. But everything goes wrong when reporters crash the party looking for photos of the princess. Mia and Josh hide in a beach shack where he tries to kiss her. Something feels wrong to Mia, so she pulls away. When they come out of hiding, Josh forcefully kisses her in front of the cameras, clearly using her for media attention. The embarrassment continues when Lana and her crew trick Mia into changing clothes in a tent, then invite photographers to take pictures of her in only a towel. These embarrassing photos are sure to make headlines and cause a scandal. Mia comes home crying, devastated by the betrayal and public embarrassment. The next morning, the unflattering photos appear in newspapers with crazy, outrageous headlines that upset the queen. Mia apologizes and admits she feels completely unfit to be a princess. Despite everything, the queen still invites Mia to the upcoming royal ball and encourages her to bring any friends she wants, except Josh. After Mia leaves, Joe helps the queen understand that Mia is still a teenager and her granddaughter before she's a princess. They agree that Mia has actually shown she's ready for royal responsibility by accepting criticism and learning from her mistakes. At school, Mia sincerely apologizes to Lily for not being herself lately and for missing a talk show Lily had invited her to watch. The friends make up and decide to go to the ball together. During gym class, when Josh starts making fun of Mia again, she gets her revenge by hitting him with a ball and leading her team to victory in a baseball game. That evening, Michael comes to deliver her fixed car from the shop. Mia apologizes for missing his music performance and invites him to be her date to the ball. But Michael is still hurt by her earlier rejection and sarcastically suggests that Josh would look better in a fancy suit anyway. The next day during lunch, when Lana and her group make fun of Mia and her nerdy friend, Mia has finally had enough of the bullying. She boldly smears ice cream all over Lana's expensive dress, embarrassing her in front of everyone and showing her new confidence. Later, the queen apologizes for being too harsh and asks Mia to prepare a speech, giving up her title at the ball. She also gives Mia a special gift, a diary that her father had wanted to give her for her 16th birthday. Feeling overwhelmed by the pressure and responsibility, Mia decides to run away to Colorado rather than face the crowds at the ball. She packs her bags, planning to take the easy way out of her royal duties. But before leaving, she reads a heartfelt letter her father left for her. In it, he explains how important courage is for anyone in a leadership position and expresses his deep love for both her and her mother. Touched by her father's words and inspired by his wisdom, Mia changes her mind and decides to go to a ball after all. Since she had sent her driver away, she has to drive herself through a terrible rainstorm. Unfortunately, her car breaks down on the way, leaving her stuck. Meanwhile, Michael gets a pizza with "sorry" written on it in pepperoni, and realizing Mia is trying to make up with him, he decides to go to the ball to support her. Just when Mia is about to give up hope, Joe arrives in the royal car to rescue her. At the ball, when Mia doesn't appear on time, the queen starts the formal speech herself. In the middle of her remarks, she sees Mia arrive, completely soaked from the rain, but determined to do her duty, so she steps aside. At first, Mia stutters as she usually does when speaking in public, but then she remembers her father's words about courage. Drawing strength from his memory, she gives a heartfelt, confident speech to the crowd. At the end of her speech, she officially announces herself as the Princess of Genovia, earning loud applause from the guests. Moments later, she is formally crowned as princess in a beautiful ceremony. After changing into an elegant ball gown, she shares her first dance as royalty with Michael, who finally gets to show her how he feels. They excuse themselves to the garden, where Michael expresses his true feelings, and they share their first romantic kiss under the stars. The movie ends with Mia flying to Genovia to officially start her royal duties. Her mother comes with her to start their new life, while Michael and Lily plan to visit during summer vacation. The final shot shows the magnificent palace of the Genovian royals, where our former awkward teenager will now rule as a confident, capable princess, having learned that true royalty comes from having the courage to be yourself while serving others.